Failure is a step forward. Have you ever felt like you were running towards something that just keeps moving further away? You push harder, you stay up late, you give everything you have, and yet life throws another wall in your way. Maybe you failed an exam, maybe a dream collapsed, maybe someone you trusted walked away, and you told yourself, maybe I'm just not meant for this. But what if I told you failure isn't the opposite of success? It's the path to it. Every great story begins with a fall. Every legend started in the dirt, because failure has a way of humbling you, sharpening you, and preparing you for the version of you that success will demand. When you fall, it's not a sign that you're broken. It's proof that you're trying. It's proof that you cared enough to risk something. The truth is, the people who win in life aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who learned to stand up again and again, until standing became natural. Failure teaches patience. It builds endurance. It strips away pride and replaces it with purpose. You don't learn resilience in comfort. You learn it in chaos. Think about this. When you were a kid learning to walk, you fell hundreds of times, and nobody called you a failure. They called it learning. But as adults, we start believing that falling means we're not good enough, that failing means we should stop. And that belief quietly kills more dreams than fear ever will. I met someone once who said, I used to dream of success until failure made me afraid to try again. He lost his job. His confidence shattered. Every time he started something new, his mind whispered, what if I fail again? But one morning, he realized something powerful. He'd already survived the worst parts of failing. What he couldn't survive was the regret of never trying again. So he started again, slowly, quietly. He built piece by piece, day by day. He stopped trying to win and started trying to grow. And for the first time, failure stopped being his enemy. It became his mentor. Because failure teaches in ways that success never will. Success feeds your ego. Failure feeds your wisdom. Success tells you, you're doing great. Failure whispers, you can do better. That's the voice you should listen to. That's the one that transforms potential into greatness. Every mistake, every setback, every heartbreak, it's all part of your refinement. You are being shaped, ready, not punished, because success isn't found at the top of a straight road. It's built from the broken pieces of every wrong turn you survived. You fall. You learn. You rise. That's the rhythm of progress. Every no teaches you to value the right yes. Every door that closes points you toward the one that was always meant to open. And every failure is a step forward if you have the courage to take another one. So next time you fail, don't hide. Don't shrink. Don't let it define you. Take the lesson, take the scar, and keep walking, because the people who make it aren't the ones who get it right every time. And they're the ones who never stopped showing up. So if today you feel like you've failed, look closer. You're just in the middle of the process. The best chapters in your story are never written in perfection. They're written in perseverance. Failure is not the end. It's the beginning of everything that will one day make sense. Remember this. Every failure you face today is a step closer to the person you're destined to become. There's a quiet moment after every fall, a silence that feels endless, like the world stopped noticing you. But listen closer. That silence isn't the end. It's the sound of transformation beginning. Every fall breaks something, but what's left behind is stronger than before. Failure isn't your final scene. It's the start of your rise. The comeback isn't loud. It's quiet, steady, built one decision at a time. It begins when you whisper to yourself, "I'm not done yet." The world celebrates the victory, but they never see the late nights of rebuilding, the self-doubt you fight in silence, the endless hours of practice. That's where the real rise happens. Not when the crowd is watching, but when you choose to rise, even when no one cares. You'll notice something beautiful. After every failure, you begin to change. You stop chasing perfection. You start chasing progress. You stop needing validation. You start seeking purpose. And somewhere in that shift, you begin to feel peace. There's a kind of peace that comes only after you've lost everything once. Because once you've survived the fall, you stop fearing it. You realize that no failure can destroy you unless you choose to stay down. So you rise slowly, wiser, calmer, more focused than ever. You start to see your scars differently. They're not reminders of defeat. They're proof you endured. You carry the lessons, not the pain. You carry the wisdom, not the wound. And one day, without even noticing, you become the person you once needed when you first fell. That's the secret of life. Every time you rise, you shed a layer of who you were to become, who you're meant to be. You stop asking, "Why me?" and start asking, "What is this teaching me?" You realize the fall was never meant to break you. It was meant to build you. You begin to understand mastery doesn't come from always winning. It comes from falling and refining and learning again and again. That's how growth works. That's how resilience is born. Because every failure adds a chapter to your strength. Every pain adds depth to your purpose. Think of it this way. A seed must break before it can grow. A diamond must endure pressure before it shines. And you must rise through pain before you can lead with purpose. So when you look back one day, you won't remember the fall. You'll remember how you rose. You'll remember the nights you didn't quit, the moments you fought through fear, the days you got up with no motivation, but still moved forward. That's the rise. That's the real story. Not perfection, but persistence. And now, when you fail again, because you'll smile a little, because you'll know it's just another step forward. You've walked this path before, and every time you did, you rose higher. The fall no longer defines you. The rise does. So breathe. You made it here for a reason. Every setback was guiding you. Every pain had purpose. Every fall was a step toward becoming this version of you, the one that rises again. You are no longer afraid of falling because you've learned the truth. You always rise higher than before. If this message speaks to you, subscribe to Rise Daily and let's take this journey together.